For the final episode, well, for the final category, the final two categories of this episode, episode 17. Again, for all the fans out there, and anybody that's new to the show, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You can follow us at IG at All Takes Valid. Um, so we're going to be talking about COVID and the injury update, and we will do our favorite topic of the day, which is the Pickems, where we decide, we pick who we think will win this week, and see who the best man is for the week for this week.
Mr.
Um,
Pickems is right here, guys. If you're new to the show, that would be
fake
me.
news, fake news, everybody. He has 2 wins. Spencer at the bottom, or wherever he's at, Spencer. He has 3 wins. I have one, but don't worry, I'm coming back.
Y'all
You
see the
know,
note put.
They
no, no,
they
no.
call.
See the
Hold on,
notepad come out.
hold on. Let me do
Mr.
my promo.
Pickens.
Since you want to talk about Mr. Pick'em, let me get this right because this Roch right here is Mr. Rolly. Check it out. Check it out. Because somebody want to talk about Mr. Pickles, but only got 2 wins. Let me make sure that people understand. He might be Mr. Pickums, but if you want to come to the winning squad, you can know who it is. It's SB21.
Go
My
ahead, Vick.
time.
Go
My
ahead.
time.
All right. So before we go to list off the games that are being played this weekend, I will tell y'all about some news around the NFL with COVID. Just for those that are unaware of this. So they're starting December 7th, which what is today's date? Uh, today's December 5th. So come time Monday.
Right.
Nope.
Right.
Up.
Yep.
December month. So
Monday.
Monday. Any team, and this goes for Sunday too, but so saying for the teams that play on Sunday night, the NFL changed their protocols to keep facilities closed for 2 days post game. So anybody that plays Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they can come back to the facility and um, resume practice and meetings. Anybody that plays on Monday, Thursday, Tuesday, Friday. All right. So um, 2 days but post game, facilities are all closed. The only exceptions are for players that are um, needing medical treatment or on rehabilitation programs. Those are the only exceptions to that rule. So, with that being said, all meetings post game are done virtually. So, that's just something that they're doing right now to help further enhance their protocol system for this pandemic that we are going through. So just something that really is relevant to most of us, but just things that y'all should know. So with that being said, um, the first game where we'll be talking about the 1 o'clock games. We have the 2-8 Cincinnati Bengals at the Miami Dolphins at 7-4, followed by we have the Cleveland Browns at 8-3 at Tennessee at which is also 8-3. That's a big game. Detroit is 4-7 at Chicago, 5-6. We have the Indianapolis Colts at 7-4 at Houston at 4-7, followed by the 1-10 Jacksonville Jaguars at Minnesota at 5-6. We have 2 more games for the 1 o'clock games. We have the 6-5 Las Vegas Raiders at Spencer's favorite head coach's team, the New York Jets. We have the 9-2 New Orleans Saints, still
Sorry.
getting it done, at the Atlanta Falcons, which are 4-7. So starting with the 4 o'clock games, we have the Los Angeles Rams at 7-4 at Arizona, which is 6-5. The New York Giants at 4-7 at Seattle at 8-3. The New England Patriots at 5-6 go into the Los Angeles Chargers at 3-8. Going to the last game of the Sunday night football game. We got the Philadelphia Eagles at 3-7-1 at Green Bay at 8-3. Then we have the triple header Monday night football games that we have. The 4-7 Denver Broncos at the 10-1 Kansas City Chiefs, followed by the Buffalo Bills at 8-3 at San Francisco at 5-6. Then the last one that we have for that Monday night triple header is the 4-7 Washington football team and Tray's very own Pittsburgh Steelers at 11-0. And we have a Tuesday night football game for all those that don't know. Now you know. We have the 3-8 Dallas Cowboys at Baltimore at 6-5. So with that being said, guess I'll go ahead and let Spence, Mr. Pickems, go ahead and take the
I
lead
guess
on
I'm
this
going
one.
first then, because you said that, because that is a lie. That I don't know what.
Oh, okay, so I'll
That
go ahead
doesn't
and say
even
it like
go
this.
together.
You know what? You know what? Let Mr. Pickums go first, since
The winner, the
Thank you.
winner, the winner from last week's Pickems,
No, he
Spencer.
just
Go ahead and
addressed me
let him have it.
correctly.
Let him have it.
okay.
Thank you.
But he's not Mr. Pickles though.
Let him have it. Let him have it. Let him have
All
it.
right,
Go
so
ahead, Frank.
all right,
Let
guys.
me hear
And
this.
get your pens and paper ready, all that. Get out your notepad, however you guys do it, however you take it down. These pickers right here, these picks are gonna win you guys some money this weekend. Check me out here. So
All right.
Cincy and Miami. This one's easy. I'm going Miami.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Cleveland. This one I had to kind of think about it. Jonnu Smith's out for this game, as is Adoree Jackson, both an injury.
Yep.
But I'm still taking Tennessee. I don't think the Browns can stop King Henry.
Nope.
Bears and Lions, Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my. I'm taking the
Like that.
Bears.
You taking the Bears? Okay.
Indianapolis versus Houston. Division game. I think it'll be close, pretty close. But I'm taking the Colts.
Okay.
Taking the Colts. I love Deshaun Watson. That's my guy. But
I know. That's why I'm 1C.
Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Vikings. This is one that's like, I didn't know who the Vikings were earlier in the season.
Well, I like it.
They found an identity,
Jackson Vikes.
which was Dalvin Cook. And then the past, 2 weeks now, they've kind of just about like, yeah. But I'm taking the Vikings. Let's see. I'm taking the Vikings. Raiders versus Jets. Mind you, I would not be surprised if the Jets' first win came at the hands of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Wow.
So that is why I am picking the Raiders.
Gotcha.
But remember this part, because I have a strange feeling.
I got you.
I got a strange feeling that it don't be surprised. Because as I said, I don't think the Raiders are going to make the playoffs at this point. But yeah.
We'll see.
Saints and Falcons. This is another one of those where it's like division game. Atlanta is capable of putting up points. I still don't trust Taysom Hill. And you know what I said last week kind of messed me up from winning? It's because those borderline games, because I felt like Atlanta could have won last week and it was looked at as like an upset. So that's what I'm doing this week. I'm not taking the obvious choice, which is the Saints, because I don't believe in Taysom Hill. And I think in the division game, a team that knows them pretty well, I think I'm taking the Falcons.
Wow.
I'm taking the upset. I like Atlanta to upset the Saints.
All right.
Taysom Hill's enough.
America, this is Mr. Pickums.
Wait, wait.
Just for, as they say. Go
Let him
ahead, go
have it.
ahead.
Go ahead. Let him have it. Go ahead, Trey. Continue.
Rams and Cardinals, AFC West. It's another one of those where it's like it's gonna be tough. It could go either way, honestly.
It really
Uh,
can.
but if the Cardinals are gonna prove that they deserve to be a playoff team this season, they're gonna have to win these games. They ended up splitting with Seattle. Um,
They
I,
won their first meeting against the
yeah,
Rams.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. They won the first one against Seattle too. So it's
Hmm.
like, are you gonna split again, or are you gonna put your foot down?
I think.
I think they put
Right.
their foot down. Uh, like I said, way beginning of the season, this was my sleeper team for NFC. So show me why. I like the Cardinals to go ahead and get the W, and they're gonna ride that momentum into the playoffs. Um, Giants and the Seahawks. No Daniel Jones, but let's be real. Even if they had Daniel Jones, I'm taking the Seahawks. It doesn't matter. Same thing. Oh, I was about to skip a game. The same thing with this next game. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. It doesn't matter. I'm taking the Packers. It's just something about that. The whole division there is just like, it doesn't matter with in the AFC least. It doesn't or the NFC least. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. Pats and Chargers. My boy Herbezy. I'm sorry. It's been a tough season for you. New England's been on a roll. That streak is going to continue. Shout out my boy Cam Newton as y'all see him here. He's looking to try to make the playoffs. I don't know if they're going to quite get in there, but um, yeah, I got the Pats over the Chargers this weekend.
Got it.
Denver and Kansas City, a team that was supposed to be, or they were
You're
my
sleeping.
sleeper
Yeah,
team
it is.
in the AFC side of things before the injuries dismantled their team, similar to the 49ers. um, while I would love it if they could go ahead and just steal one, shot the
Right.
world, beat the
Right.
Chiefs,
Right.
give the Steelers just another
Right.
game cushion
Right.
for the one seed.
Right. But
I just won some lucrative income, some good money off of my homeboy. You think I'm going against that man? No.
no.
I'm going with my homeboy. Yes, that man. Broncos, they got a pretty tight defense. No, give me the Chiefs. This is one that I don't quite know, honestly. This is one of the other ones on Monday night. 49ers and Bills.
Ooh.
It's another one of those. It's like I guess
Yeah.
the obvious choice on paper is just go ahead and pick the Bills. The Bills, yeah.
Right. But
Don't sleep on the 49ers. They just beat the Rams. They
exactly.
play defense. You're not just gonna, do what you want to do with them. You're not gonna have your way with them. The Bills are already not as far as running the ball this season, they're not really so
Right.
so upset number 2 this weekend
Oh.
or this week, because this will be Monday. I am going to take the 49ers.
Okay.
Upset.
Okay.
Said I got
Now.
to take more risks this week.
Right.
Which is
you
why.
Are. Yeah,
which
now.
is why this week, Steelers in the football team. Pittsburgh Steelers, everything, as you see. But coming off a short week, off a sloppy performance in Baltimore, I'm going to go ahead and take the Washington football team to lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Of course.
And this one, I kind of wish I could wait to make my prediction, just because Lamar Jackson playing or not, to me, makes the final decision, I think, on the outcome of this game, to be honest, because if Lamar Jackson doesn't play, I like Dallas for the upset. With McSorley, I don't think, besides that one pass for 70 that went for 70 yards, he didn't look like much of anything for the little bit that he was in the game. So it's like, um, but for the sake of just assuming and thinking
That
that
he stopped.
Lamar is going to be playing,
Okay,
just
he
I'm
is.
gonna say that he is going to play. I'm going to take the Ravens. But this is another one of those disclaimers. If they do end up beating them, just know I told you so. And those are the hot takes, the hot picks, Mr. Pick'em's picks. This is what's going to win you a lot of money at the bookie. If you're going to bet, you know any fans of the opposite teams that I pick, hit your homeboys up. Go ahead and feel confident and go ahead and place a wager. And, I'll put my, you can message me on my IG at Trill_Trayy. And, just send me a little percentage when you guys hit big. Mr. Pickems. All right, who's next?
Yeah,
Don't
I
listen,
just
don't
want.
listen, don't listen to these two, but go
I
ahead.
just want. I just want to put that out. I just want to put this out there before Vic. I'll let you go. You got 3 upsets. Just want to let you know, if all 3 fails, you automatically out. So you better hope none of them fails. Go ahead, Vic.
All right, so the first game, Cincinnati at Miami. I got Miami winning this one.
Yeah.
Again, for those that are new to the show, I predicted that the Miami Dolphins will make the playoffs. I'm sticking to it. Of course, this is probably a no-brainer for most that Miami should beat the Cincinnati Bengals. So, next game, Cleveland at Tennessee. As Trey was just talking about earlier, with Cleveland and Tennessee, this is King Henry's time of the year where he gets hot. Um, of course, Adoree Jackson, uh, Janu Smith is out, but I forgot the player, but the tight end, the backup tight end that they have, he's capable of performing. He's shown it.
It's the
Um,
Browns.
but again, it's the Browns. The Browns at this time of the year, I don't really have much faith in them, so they got to show me something. Um, so again, King Henry leads the way. Tennessee wins.
Yeah.
Chicago and Detroit, I feel the same way. I honestly do feel like this could potentially be an upset, but I'm not going to be that guy. New head coach, you know how that works. Sometimes the team just they revitalize. They got a whole new energy and whatnot, and maybe Matt Patricia might have been the problem, as Darius Slay was basically kind of alluding to. So I'm going Chicago.
Well, before you go on real quick, you were happy about that. Like you wanted him out, but
Yeah,
me and well, I wanted Adam Gase gone, but I forgot that's Spencer's favorite head coach. So never
yeah, exactly.
mind.
He wants him back in Miami.
Oh
Uh,
no, we're good.
uh, so yeah, the next game we got the 7-4 Colts at Houston at 4-7. Uh, the Colts they upset me last week, losing to the Titans. They got their doors blown off. Losing Will Fuller is going to be a big hit to the uh, Houston
Oh
Texans.
yeah, he is suspended for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson, as Trey said, that's his favorite player. That's one of my favorites as well. I was
Oh,
definitely a big fan of him coming out of Clemson. Surprised that the Bears didn't take him, but I think all of America was too.
Trubisky.
Uh, yeah. So I'm going with the Colts, even though deep down in my heart I'm rooting for the Texans, Deshaun Watson to make his magic. Jacksonville at 1-10, at Minnesota at 5-6. I like Minnesota, the Dalvin Cook show, but looks like we got a star coming up over in Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins looking his way often, but again, Minnesota has definitely surprised a lot of people. I thought they were definitely going to be along the same record wise as Jacksonville or worse, but yeah, they They're doing their
You
thing.
start it off like that.
Yeah, yeah, right. Um, so next game we got the Las Vegas Raiders at 6-5 at the Jets, taking the Raiders. Not really gonna really question that so much. I know they got beat down by the Falcons last week, but the Falcons have been playing tremendously better since the fire of their head coach. I forgot his name. The
Dan Quinn,
former, yeah, Dan Quinn. Since he's been fired, they've been playing
Raheem
on a whole different.
Morris.
Yeah, Raheem Morris, which he was going to be a candidate for a head coaching job this offseason from the reports that I was garnering early on in the season. So he could potentially capture that job if he continues to have the team play well. If not, he may possibly play somewhere else. I mean, coach somewhere else. Um, the Los Angeles Rams at 7-4 at
Wait,
the
wait,
Arizona
who you pick?
Cardinals.
Wait, who you pick?
Oh, I picked
You picked
New
the
Orleans.
Raiders.
Oh wait, yeah, I
Oh
picked.
no, you didn't pick anybody for this game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pick that one game. Oh yeah, okay. So the sorry, before we go to that game, the 9-2 New Orleans Saints at Atlanta. I am picking New Orleans. I'm going with them. I'm not going to disrespect them. I disrespected them early on in the season, thinking that they weren't going to get the job done. Sean Payton and that coaching staff, especially that defense, has been playing phenomenal. New Orleans going to win this game. Um, the Rams at Arizona. Last week I predicted well, actually, the week before I predicted the Cardinals to take down the Seattle Seahawks and sweep them on the season. Seattle has shown us they're a different team.
So Seattle.
Um, the Rams, they have definitely played better um, since that loss to the Miami Dolphins. Not saying that they're better than the Miami Dolphins, just saying. But um, I'm still going with Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, he's a bad man, as Stephen A. once said about Aaron Rodgers. Uh, Defense is playing great. Isaiah Simmons is playing more. I think they'll get the job done. Um, Going to the next game, you got the Giants at 4-7 over in Seattle at 8-3. Seattle, not much to think about. Daniel Jones is not there.
Even if
Um,
he was.
so
Yeah, he
yeah,
was.
yeah. Even if he was, he'd still be picking the Seahawks, as Trey said. Ah, next one, 5-6, New England Patriots at the 3-8 Chargers. Is this the game that Justin Herbert, or as Trey says, Herbreezy, gets his win? Team seems to be choking. I mean, they're 3-8, but they've been folding in the second half pretty much every game. He had his worst game statistically last season, but I'm going with the Patriots. I wanted to say this as an upset, but I can't do it. Bill Belichick and that coaching staff, they've been doing a phenomenal job. Even in games that they're expected to get blown out in, they still manage to either get the win or they lose very close. So, um, Philadelphia Eagles at 3-7-1 at Green Bay 8-3. Green Bay not thinking twice. That's a bad man over there with Aaron Rodgers. That team is playing good. Philly, you already know what it is. NFC East. Y'all gonna go on a slope right now. So yep. 4-7 Denver Broncos at the 10-1 Kansas City Chiefs. Taking the Chiefs. Not gonna really think too hard on this one. Uh Still got the reigning defending Super Bowl champs. They're playing pretty good. Bend but don't break defense. They make their plays offensively. They put you in a bind by scoring them points and having you play catch up. Buffalo at San Fran. This was something that I expected to be the lone wolf on, but Trey already said he's going with San Francisco. I'm going with San Francisco as well. Buffalo, they have shown that their weakness
Spin.
throughout the season is to run the ball on them. You can run the ball on them, which San Francisco, that's their specialty. Their backs are healthy now. Um, San Francisco should win that, and plus their pass defense is in the top 10, so they should. And Buffalo can't run the ball so well either, so again, San Francisco, their pass defense in the top 10. They should be able to contain just the quarterback for the Bills. I have a brain fart right now. Um, what's
What's
his
that?
name? The quarterback for the
Allen?
Bills,
Josh Allen?
Josh
Josh Allen.
Allen.
Yeah.
He's going to be the domino. He's going to be the big domino that's going to determine the game. But if he's able to be efficient in the passing game and especially in the run game, using his feet, that could potentially be the reason why the Bills win. But I'm going with San Francisco to win this game. The Dallas Cowboys. I mean, the last Monday Night Football game, the Washington Football Team at Pittsburgh. Uh, I thought long and hard about this. It is my team that I predicted that they will win the NFC East, or as
Vic,
they
is
say,
this
the NFC
Vic?
least.
Vic, is this the upset you were talking to me about earlier?
Well, my upset was actually the Buffalo Bills at San Francisco, but I
Huh.
didn't expect I didn't expect Trey to go for it. So my upset is not as obvious as you would think. I am putting respect on the Pittsburgh Steelers, so I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But of course, Ravens fan, I'm rooting for the um, Washington football team to win this game, but I'm also rooting for the Washington football team to win the NFC East because it is my prediction. I want them to win. So Pittsburgh Steelers win that game. It's a
All
close
right.
one. They win by 3. Dallas at Dallas at 3-5 goes to Baltimore at 6-5, which I believe Baltimore will run the table and still make the playoffs. Even though a lot of people are counting them out, it's not a good thing. Uh, don't count them Ravens out just yet. Just yet, they always seem to make it difficult over the years. Last year was a special kind of year, but this seems like the Baltimore Ravens of old. Baltimore will win this as long as Lamar Jackson continues to test negative by Sunday. He will be activated, but it's going to be up to the coaching staff, the trainers, the medical trainers, of whether they clear him or not. But he should be good to go, so I'm expecting it. But even if he's not, I don't know. It's the Cowboys,
If he's not, I
so
don't know. I like Dallas if he's not.
so again, I got Baltimore. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything like that, but I believe it will be a close one. But if Lamar is in, I expect it to be at least by 10. So with that being said, Spence, you're the last one. Do you have the last um, run through of the Pickems, saving the best for last, I guess, in a way to say.
You can
Since you
say
won
that.
last week.
Mr. Pickems. But go
If
ahead.
anyways, see what Mr. Pickles has, or what he claims to have, is have all the picks thanks to his righteous mind of picking things. But Vic, there's one thing that he does not have.
What's that?
That
Oh, that
my
good
friend.
luck, we do have a good luck charm.
Exactly, I do, and that's
Oh shit!
it's a power steal of Vic.
Oh no!
Power of steal of Vic.
This makes me vomit.
Wait, hold on, hold, whoa, hold on, whoa. Pause that thought real quick. I just thought about something.
Yeah.
If we
just
go,
thought about something.
if we go back 2 episodes ago, right? You remember?
Yeah.
You remember our game kept getting postponed and stuff. So it's been a while, but I think
Well, this is
I think he
this
said
was
that once we beat them again, that he was gonna bring it back.
this was before Lamar
You're right.
and the rest of the crew.
You're right. You're
was,
absolutely right. But you know what? You know what? Check this out. We're gonna since the NFL schedule is kind of messed up right now, we'll allow you to do it next Sunday. But by next show, we need to see this again.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yes, because that was part of the deal.
There were stipulations.
That was part of the deal.
If
I made that.
If McSorley would have beat us, you would have made me come in here to the Ravens.
No.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we will have a resurgence of Steel Vic. But till then, till then, with this, we're gonna go with my pick. So check it out.
This was
Check out.
before the whole COVID thing happened with
No,
them
no,
too.
it's no, no, it was during it. So anyway,
No, it wasn't. It
uh,
was before.
it's okay. It's okay, Vic. We're gonna see
Happened
this
Tuesday.
again.
We did it
We're gonna see
Tuesday.
this again. We're going to see
We-
this again. Hang on. There
Go
we
ahead.
go.
Go ahead.
So, so, good news. Joe Burrow did the surgery. He's gonna make a complete recovery. So that's a good thing to hear. But for the Bengals and Dolphins, I'm picking the Dolphins. No brainer. But anyways, moving on. Browns and Titans. Now here's the thing. I'm picking the Titans. But the thing about it, we have to also understand Nick Chubb is still playing. And the Titans' run defense has not been all that. So, yeah, the Titans are going to do it the other side, but the Browns might be able to do it the other side because that's also the head coach's main plan. If I can take the ball out of Baker and run this ball perfectly fine, we're going to do that till it breaks. So this one's probably going to be this one's going to be a little bit closer than people pretend it to be, but I'm still picking the Titans. Saints and Falcons. I don't know what Trayy is talking about, but I'm picking the Saints. Listen, I get it. Taysom Hill is not really a quarterback. I get that. But I'm trying to tell you, Sean Payton has made a plan, an offense that it should work around that man. It worked the first time. It worked the second time. And the defense has stepped up since then. Since Drew's been out, the defense has been immaculate. Remember, this is the same defense that made Matt Ryan get sacked 8 times. Remember that.
Upset alert.
Well, we'll see about that. But till then, I am picking the Saints. Thank you. Bears and Lions. Sure, Matt Patricia is gone, but I don't think the Lions will win this game. So I'm picking the Bears. Hopefully, Trubisky can have a resurgence to say, "Hey."
Wait, what's he resurging? When was he good? Oh.
So Colts and Texans. Colts and Texans. I'm picking the Colts. Texans without Will Fuller. They just have Kenny Stills and what was the other one? Is it Woods? Brandon Cooks. Yeah, it's Cooks. Okay. Cooks and Stills, both slots. So I don't think it's gonna work. So I'm picking the Colts on this one. Giants and Seahawks. I'm picking Seahawks. There's no question, nothing. Daniel Jones, no Daniel Jones. Still Seahawks. That's simple. Pats and Chargers. I'm picking the Chargers. Yeah, that's one of mine.
It was tempting. I wanted to do the same thing. But
I'm picking the Chargers. Here's the reason why. Sure. The Patriots has won their last game, but let's not forget the Patriots has won their last game with 117 yards of offense. That's not going to cut it every game. They can't cut it every game. That's going to eat you alive. So what I believe
is good at scheming on defense, especially for young quarterbacks, is going to look.
That's true. That is true, but I have a feeling they're going to do a little bit more running than throwing with this, because even though that's the case, the run defense on the pass isn't that immaculate, to be honest with you. I don't think, but I'm still picking the Chargers. Just I can throw a coin out there, so let me throw this coin. Chiefs and Broncos. Well, we'll see. Chiefs and Broncos. It's Patrick Mahomes. Any questions? No, I thought so. No, I thought so. 49ers and Bills. I got the Bills. Here's the reason why. The Bills even though, yes, all the stuff you say is true, the Bills know that they are in the cusp of has to leave the division. They have to try to get a solid division spot. So every game is close. They have to. They're going to be fighting every game because every game is
already
crucial.
said that Miami's going to take the East.
I want that to happen.
I want that. This could be the start of it. 49ers beat them. The Steelers beat the Bills in a couple weeks, and then Miami beats them head-to-head week 17. Bam.
I know we're gonna win, and I know Steelers gonna win. 49ers, I'm still kind of iffy about it. Even though they beat the Rams by a kick. So that still was a close game. Remember, those two teams were in Super Bowls in 2-year spans.
Yeah.
So I knew that game was going to be a little bit closer than what it really was.
Well,
It was.
with that being said, the teams have been into the Super Bowl the past 2 years. San Francisco was just in one. The Buffalo Bills are playing in against a defending Super Bowl representative. So
NFC Conference champions, of course, but once again, I just believe it's a little hunger thing. Once again, I won't be surprised if 49ers win, but it's just one of those things. Let's see, Raiders and Jets. I'm picking the Raiders. They can't lose to the Jets. They can't lose to the Jets, can they?
I could see it.
Can they?
I wouldn't pick it, but they can. They could.
I'm not picking them, but hopefully not.
Yeah, I could to answer your question.
No. Cardinals and Rams. I'm picking Cards. I just feel like Kyle. I think Kyle has. I don't know. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge since Larry's out. So Hop is probably going to be main target. So that means Isabella, Kurt is going to have to really step up on that one. And they're both slots. So, but I feel like Arizona do have their number against the Rams, especially a struggling golf right now.
He didn't struggle against Tampa.
He struggled against Tampa. He struggled.
No, he didn't struggle against Tampa.
Oh no, he didn't. But he struggled. But he struggled against San Fran.
Oh yeah.
He struggled against San Fran. He struggled against Tampa.
I just wanted to jab
against San Fran.
That's all. Even though they're on their bye week, I had to jab them. Had to.
Of course.
That's all.
Of course. Monday night. All right. So I'm picking the Cards on this one. Green Bay Eagles. I'm picking the Packers. I think
you don't believe in Carson Wentz?
To be the next Jameis, yeah. Right now, that man is having a very, very, very historical
year. For 30? Is he going for 30?
Huh?
You think he's going for 30
him?
Another year? What?
I don't think he's gonna be Mr. ESPN. I don't think he's gonna be ESPN Classics.
Well, no, he might not throw 30 touchdowns, but you think he'll throw 30 interceptions?
I don't think he's gonna throw 30 picks.
Let me see.
I don't see him throwing 30 picks because, to be honest, in the Seahawks game, he didn't really throw a long ball at all. He really did was short and mediums.
Yeah, his receivers weren't getting much separation, and they got that Hail Mary at the end. That's probably like the longest.
That's the longest throw he made the whole game. He didn't throw no long balls. It was all short and mediums. That pick he did, that was a medium. That was on the 20.
Well, he already has 15. Yeah,
I mean, he's gonna be his rookie year. He's gonna be his rookie year.
Get to 30.
Maybe total turnovers, but
total turnovers he can get 30, but not interceptions. He's not gonna get 30. I'll give him 25, maybe.
I'd like them to get 30 total turnovers, but not 30 interceptions.
Yeah, picks. I'll give him 20, maybe 25, maybe 23, maybe 23. I'll give 23. But not 30.
So you think he gets a pick each of the next games he throws at least one?
At least one.
Yeah,
he's going to throw at least one.
Every game.
He's going to throw at least one.
Yeah, he plays that hero ball. So yeah.
So now I got here because now my phone automatically connected to a Philadelphia Eagle podcast. So now I hear them rant about it. So now because they're trying to figure out who's at fault. And I'm like, everybody's at fault.
I mean, you can blame the receivers not getting separation. I get that part. But, I mean...
That's another story. That's another story for another time.
Yeah, we're not going to deep dive on the Eagles. There's no point.
Yeah.
They're done.
Yeah. Let's see. Our Jackson Vikings, I don't know if I said that, but I'm picking Vikings.
Okay.
All right. Steelers in Washington, I'm picking, well, I'm picking Steelers on that one. Ravens and Cowboys. Ugh.
I see the upset.
I see it too.
But you don't believe it.
And you know the sad thing is, I don't. I see it, but I don't. But I don't know, man. Bump it, make a believer out of me. I'm picking the Cowboys.
Okay.
Woo-hoo. Yeah.
Make a believer out of me.
Go for it.
Good.
I like it. I love it. Go for it.
Bump it.
All right.
Even if they lose, I don't really care about that one anyway. But I'm just saying, just for this, I'll pick it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm still shocked that Trey picked against the Steelers.
What? Did you not hear what I said? You must have didn't hear.
Yeah, he said too.
I
Why he
heard
pick
you.
football to lose?
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard you. I'm just messing with
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's not cause any rumors out
you.
there.
Yeah. Wishful thinking.
Can I switch?
Well,
All right.
Can I switch my pick though? Can I do it? Because
Yeah, you can switch.
I want a disclaimer. If Lamar isn't clear to play, I want Dallas, honestly.
Well, here's the thing. I picked Dallas if Lamar did play.
I know you did, but I'm saying for me, I don't think Dallas can beat them with Lamar, but without Lamar, I like Dallas.
No, you got to stick with your team. There ain't no disclaimers. Like, either you
well,
going with the Ravens or you going.
Baltimore, then. I got Baltimore.
All right.
Well, gentlemen. Well, I have a question for both of y'all, and both of them are going to be different questions because I have to. I saw this from a show, and I'm like, man, this is really good questions. So I'm gonna start with Vic. So Vic, would you rather have the Ravens miss the playoffs or the Ravens get eliminated first round?
Well, they're used to that. So
I'd rather them make the playoffs and see what they can do.
And lose first. That's not the question. See,
no, I'd rather than make the playoffs because we have a chance. We've been rocky all season. It seems like they're trying to find their identity, and hopefully by that time they can. I mean, it's been a strange season, so again, like
now here's the thing. Even though if you guys lose the first round, people are going to get more critical on him for that.
Hey, you play to win the game at the end of the day. And my thing is, if my prediction of how we discussed off the air, if the seeding works out the way that I think it's going to work out, and we play saying it's the Chiefs, which I continually have number one on my power rankings, and saying the Steelers lose one game and the Chiefs get to that number one seed, the Steelers get the second seed, rematch AFC North. Pittsburgh loses to Baltimore at their best. Hey, I think it's a storyline that everybody would like to see.
Well, then there's a problem because if the Chiefs get second and you have to face the Chiefs, you automatically packing home.
But then if we run the table, it could be something else. But I don't like it. But I'm just saying. That's wishful thinking.
Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. So hang on, Trey. Hang on. So let me ask you this question, then we're gonna move on. Do you really think you're gonna beat playoffs Chiefs?
No.
All right then. That's all.
Like I said, it's wishful thinking, but
it's wishful as hell.
Like I said, if you can get to the dance, anything can happen. So
right.
I mean, and just like for example, nobody was talking about the Chiefs last season. Everybody was just like, oh, Chiefs don't look like the same. Their defense is terrible. And then what do they start doing in the playoffs? I'm not saying that we're both the same teams, but hey, anything can happen in the playoffs. That's all I gotta say.
Gotcha. So, sorry, your question is very, very, I wouldn't say hard, but it could be. So, would you rather go undefeated but lose at the big game?
First round.
or or lose a couple of games, but still make it to the Super Bowl.
I know the answer.
That's easy. That's not even hard. I don't care nothing about this undefeated season. The only thing I care about the undefeated season, preferably right now, is that we would get the 1 seed. That's about it. If the format was still the same as last year, when the 1 seed and the 2 seed both got a bye, I care nothing about the 1 seed, to be honest with you. Doesn't really matter to me. Like, I mean, Ben said it. Tomlin said it a couple times already. We're not playing to be undefeated. We're not playing for that. We're chasing Lombardi. I don't care anything about this undefeated. The last team that went undefeated, guess what they did? They lost in the Super Bowl.
The biggest line.
The Panthers, they were the last team to go 15-0. Guess what happened? They lost in the Super Bowl. We can lose the rest of the games for all I care. As long as we can get to the Super Bowl and win, that's all that matters to me. I don't care anything about this undefeated season like that. So to answer your question, it wasn't hard. Care less about that.
Yeah. Mine was weird. They had either would you rather have make the playoff with Fitzpatrick or lose it or don't make it with Tua. So
honestly, like it doesn't really matter with the Dolphins just because y'all still own the rights to the Houston Texans first round pick. So I think you should shoot for whatever you can.
Yeah, go with West. Yeah, just
I'd rather go playoffs with Fitz and then just work it out from there.
You think Fitz has put it this way, you think Fitz gives the Dolphins the best chance to advance in the playoffs over Tua?
No. And here's the thing, I don't believe it either. But here's the thing, I want Brian Flores to be rewarded at least hey, you made playoffs based off what you did, because he outplayed a lot of coaches.
Like coach of the year, honestly.
He outplayed a lot of Super Bowl coaches. He outplayed a lot of them. So
nobody saw Miami doing this good this season. I'm being honest. Nobody really.
No, I told you, if I really just wanted us to have 5 wins and I've been fine.
Yeah.
Now we got 7. I'm ecstatic.
More wins than anybody thought y'all would have had.
Exactly. So I'm excited.
I think the Browns and the Dolphins are like the stories in a sense, which the Browns, me and you, Vick, were not so much sold on just because it's kind of like the big brother syndrome. Like they looked good against everybody, but except when they played Pittsburgh and Baltimore, we kind of like on them. So it's just like I don't really take them serious like that, but you know, they are what they are. They're gonna finish at 500 at the worst. It's the worst the Browns will finish. Their best record since 2007. So hats off to them for that feat. But
I still got them making the playoffs.
Yeah, they're gonna make it, but what are they gonna do? And which the crazy part is though, I think I don't know. You think if they had Odell, I think they can win a playoff game maybe with Odell.
I'm not too sure. Baker is the problem for me.
Because I mean, but I mean, Chubb and them boys, they can run the ball. Their defenses. I mean, I think everybody in the AFC North, for the most part, we play like some solid defense. I can say
right. But let me. I'll help you out. No. No, and here's the reason why. Because if Odell is back, it's gonna put too much pressure back on Baker. They won't survive. The coach right now of his game plan is run the ball, get the ball out of Baker's hands. If I don't have to throw, I'm not throwing it.
Great game this past week. I need to see more of that, honestly, because I got him on my fantasy team. So leading into the playoffs, that would be amazing to see.
Listen, if
should be
I don't have to, if I don't have to,
Jackson.
Who?
I said no Dory Jackson for the Titans. I need to see Landry.
Yeah.
Let's eat.
Listen, if I don't have to throw it,
got rid of that boy. Don't understand that still to this day, but whatever.
Who?
I don't know why Miami got rid of Juice. Landry.
because we couldn't afford him.
No, he said he wanted to stay. He didn't want to leave.
Yeah, but here's the thing, because I'm agreeing with you, because we should have kept Jarvis Landry. We should have kept him. We couldn't afford him. He wanted to stay, but he wanted money. He wanted money, which he deserved, because he was a Pro Bowl in Miami. So I understand that, but we weren't willing to pay the money.
The team's that much further along right now if they still have juice. I'm just saying. But it is what it is, I guess. What can you do?
Not good at all.
No, I was just saying, no, I feel like the team is that much,
mean,
further along if they still had them, though.
Yeah, we did, but we couldn't afford him. That was the bad part about it. We couldn't afford him.
it happens. Well,
Yeah.
anybody have any other things to say? Shout outs?
Any parting words? No?
Yeah.
Basketball season's coming up, gentlemen. I'm excited. But there's two more trades that I'm hearing, and I have to keep a close eye on. And also, congratulations to LiAngelo, because he's now a Piston.
Oh, yeah. All three Ball brothers are now in
the NBA.
BBB, man. Big baller brand.
In the NBA, hey, you never know. LiAngelo might have a Piston resurgence. We never know.
Well, the only thing that I got to say is the NFC East continues to look downward just because
I think
we all everybody that's in the NFC East this weekend is most likely going to lose.
Listen,
the only one that has a possibility is DC, but even then, that's still an iffy one.
I mean,
he probably play the best game.
Dallas is probably one with the best chance of winning, honestly, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
listen. All I know is that the playoffs for the NFC, somebody's gonna make it in 6 and 5.
I'm hoping it's DC. It's still my prediction.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah, with that.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, boys. Well, this is that part of the show. So,
man, free hurts.
This is how this part goes. So you heard what we all had to say, pretty much, right? So you don't have to agree. You can disagree, but at the end of the day, all takes.
All takes.
All right, boys.
All right.
Yeah.